Okay, hello and welcome to another budget quick deck here. This is Soul No Sister. For those of you who don't know, this is built on the old Soul Sisters deck from what I believe is Modern's. I believe it was a Modern deck before it was anything else. So, with this deck sorted, let's show you with this deck. It is 2 Mythics. It's a little heavy on the rares. It is 12 rares and 8 uncommons and then 15 uncommons and 23 basic lands. So this is a fundamental super basic deck built around the premise of Soul Sisters. For those who don't know what Soul Sisters are, they are basically they originally were 2 cards that gave you life. We see 3 of them here. If a creature entered the battlefield. The original Soul Sisters triggered off either player's creatures. The new ones we have here for Pioneer, Hinterland Sanctifier, Luminarch Veteran, and Life Creed Duo, all care about creatures entering, well, under our control. And whenever one of those creatures enters, we gain 1 life. And what do we do with that 1 life? Well, we turn that into power with basically these 3 creatures. The original card that was played a lot was Ajani's Pridemate. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Since then, we've had a few additions of this. So the 2 ones you can go with here are Essence Channeler from Bloomburrow, where it can get flying and vigilance if you've lost life on the same turn, and when it dies, move your counters to another creature. And more importantly, Voice of the Blessed, which is whenever you gain life, put a counter on it, as I said before. But as long as this creature has 4 1/1 counters on it, it has flying and vigilance, good evasion, and then if it has 10 or more, it has indestructible. Now, it seems like a lot, but it's pretty easy to get with these decks. Now, what else is built around the deck? Well, first thing I want to say is these 10 cards, I'd say you can probably more with the Voice than the Essence Channeler. This is literally what I had available. The rest of the deck is built around supporting that. So, because we're going to be playing this in Best of 1, we're running Light of Hope. It can be life gain, remove an enchantment, or put 1/1 counters on creatures to save them. It's a nice little versatile spell that fits. One of the modes always fits our strategy. Next, we're running Authority of the Consoles. This makes the opponent's creatures enter tapped, also triggers the gaining life. But it's a big thing here is the tapped creatures. Your opponent can't just deploy a creature and then have it as a chump blocker. They've got to wait a turn, so it sets their tempo back a turn. It's huge. And plus, incidentally, if they play creatures, it pumps our creatures. We're running Resolute Reinforcements. For those who don't know, this is a 2-mana 1/1 that makes a white soldier when it enters. Basically, this is 2 bodies, which triggers our Soul Sister effects twice, which then pumps our Ajani's Primate and other things more. For late game, it's because it's Best of 1, we're just running 2 Raise the Past here. This is kind of a flex slot. In a late game, if you've been board wiped, removed, lost your creatures, you can return them all back. And the beautiful thing about this is, it returns every creature we have on the deck, and all of the Soul Sisters returning will see each other entering and all the other creatures entering. So if you have Hinterland Harbor and 4 other creatures, it will see 4 other creatures enter, trigger 4 times, give whatever Pridemates +4/+4. In addition to that, for our Mythic slot, I'm trying 2 Ajani's Friends of the Pride. This is a life gainer that also makes an Ajani's Pridemate token, but also has a nuclear option where if you've got 15 or more life than your starting life total, you can exile him and get rid of each artifact and creature your opponents control. Just your opponents, so you get a swing for free. That's the deck, so let's see a gameplay video of this now. Alright, we are in Best of 1 here. Now we're just in Best of 1 to show the effectiveness of the deck, a thing you can just pick up and play. So, opening hand, we're going to use the Authority of the Console in case this is a red burn deck. They appear to be mono green, and they play a mono green landfall. So enters tapped gives us a land. So we have 2 mana available here. So let's just get down to Pridemate, which is the traditional thing here. It doesn't trigger on our own creatures, but now if they try to develop their board, we can gain life from it. We also run, like I said, 12 sister effects, so we should be fine. Rolling Earth, that could get out of hand really quickly. So what we're going to do here is we'll just play a land. We will use the Light of Enchantment can either gain us life or take out that enchantment. So we'll play a second Pridemate here. And we will destroy that Rolling Earth because doubling up their counters is going to be insane. With that in mind, we'll hold back. I don't think they'd have anything instant speed, but I want to try and see what happens with them. So, now they play a Mossborn Hydra, so I'm glad we took out the enchantment. We gain a life, pump our Pride Mates. Opponent won't swing in here. Right, we're up to 4 mana here, so we'll play an Essence Channeler, which is another way to gain life, and we'll swing in this time. Does our opponent block? They don't. Go down to 14. So, they gotta hold things back here. If they swing out, we could kill them with a crackback if we can draw a good spell, and also if they play creatures. Alright. Topiary Stomper gains them a life, pumps all our creatures. We now have 9 power on the board, so they really gotta be careful. They go up to 8 power on theirs, so it is a pretty close race here. They swing out, controversial decision here. I'm not going to use the Resolute Reinforcements here. We have a ton of life we can gain. We have plenty of blockers. We draw a Soul Sister effect, so this is perfect. Let's play the Hinterland Sanctifier, then play the Resolute Reinforcements. Resolute Reinforcements will create another body, 2 Hinterland triggers, which will pump our Ajani's Primate and Essence Channeler to a lethal swing for huge damage. And that's how you play Soul Sisters. Decks budget, but try it out. It's fun.